J360 TV. J360 TV. J360 Productions.
So, what's going on, J360 Legion? How are you all doing tonight? Welcome to a power play happening here at J360 TV. I'm your host, J-Man, of course, and with me is my good friend Marco. So, what's up, man? Yup, Washed Ink is in the house with us. Which, by the way, you sound kind of far away for a little bit.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Huh. Let's see. Is that better?
Yep, that's a lot better, my man.
Cool.
Alright, let me go ahead and turn some of this other stuff off here. Yeah, we're about to play some Mortal Kombat 11 for you all tonight, and I had to do a few upgrades while we were over there, but this is going to be a pretty fun ride here, I'd like to say.
Oh, yeah.
So let's go ahead and get this bad boy started. Alright. Let me see. Where are we going? Where are we going? I try to make sure I have all this stuff usually set up, but whatever. You guys can handle it. You can wait. It's been a while since we did this last, eh, Margo?
It's been damn, a month maybe? Maybe more than that?
Yeah. At the very least, yeah. That's a well, you know, we both have been busy with things.
Yeah, to say the least, hell yeah.
Make sure I still know how to invite somebody to the game. There we go.
Here it is.
Job is done. Oh, hold on a sec. Got to make sure I got my drink, and then we can get this whole thing rolling.
Oh man, how am I coming in? Clear enough? Good.
Oh, well, hold on. What was that, Marco?
Oh, coming in. Clear?
Yeah, you're coming in pretty clear.
Cool.
Yep. It's staying with us, man. Oh, I sent you an invite to the game in your, and all.
Oh yeah, it's loading up right now.
Alrighty. Same here. Nice.
Not bad, not bad.
Which, by the way, shout-outs to Alan out there, who, for some reason, think that this isn't a good game in the series. Jerk.
Yeah, what is up with that?
I don't know. I think he's trolling.
It's like one of the best-selling games of all time.
I know, right? And, I don't know. Alan's got problems. He's our dude, but he got problems.
He's got very peculiar tastes, man, you know?
Yeah, you know. I just, you know, it's kind of hard sometimes.
Dude, I haven't played this game in so long.
Same. Yeah, let's go for that retrocade. I like that. Yeah.
Cool. I'm
sitting there thinking this. I'm like, I'm with him, and then all of a sudden, I'm not. Nah, you on your own, brother. What the fuck was that all about? You think that's wait till we start doing more videos and stuff. That's cool. Oh
my gosh, yeah. That's the plan.
Mm-hmm.
Alright.
Man, shoot, I've been looking to get back into Mortal Kombat, so I gotta thank you for this. A lot of my
Isn't
hmm?
is the new one come out this year?
I don't know. I don't know. I really don't know. I like to think NetherRealm Studios is pretty quick about their stuff, but for me and my for me and my bank account though, I kind of hope that they wait till next year.
I know there's a lot of games coming out this year. There's like Dead Island and then Street Fighter, right?
Yes. Which one did we promise to play with Al on? It wasn't Dead Island, was it?
Damn, what was it?
Right?
I don't know. It's probably some retro Madden.
It could be. Oh, damn.
Yeah, these moves are... I forget. Oh, jeez.
Yeah.
Fuck. That's like worse than the fatality.
Right?
These like X-ray moves.
Well, you know, the brutalities are pretty badass, too. So it's like, you know...
Oh, yeah, they're pretty sick.
Like if you're dominating the fight and everything.
Yeah, wasn't there like certain... You have to, like, for certain ones, too, you have to do, like, specific things in a match, right? Something like that?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Noob Saibot is one of the baddest dudes in the game, so I'm like, yeah, loving every bit of it. Oh, man.
I'm trying to get used to it.
Well,
It's not Street Fighter, so back isn't block, you know?
Right.
I'm like, wait a minute, hold on a second.
That's how I'm getting my butt kicked there. I'm like, oh, God. Oh, shit. Missed it.
Oh, shit! I don't know what any of the things are. Fuck it.
Right?
I have no idea.
Yeah, never forget the dink, man. You know, the dink is like the biggest insult ever in a fighting game.
Yeah, that's like the old school, you got your ass kicked in the arcade, like, we'll just punch you in the crotch and you'll fall down.
Yep. You're gonna have to
And
take
you're like,
them.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, man. Oh, dude, I'm so happy that all this stuff is working, man. We finally doing it up.
Yeah, dude. Am I coming in clear? I hope so.
You are coming in
Great.
very clear, man.
Hell yeah. It is a win.
It is a win.
Let's see here. Who the hell? Spawn? Such like a... I'm gonna be RoboCop. Fuck it. I'm gonna be Rambo. Whatever.
Dude, they went crazy with those guest characters, you know?
Like they make no sense.
Not at all.
You know? Like, I don't know what Rambo was doing here, but I'll take it. Sure,
Right.
fuck it.
I guess so we can finally get that whole Schwarzenegger-Stallone rivalry under control.
That's right. That's right, yeah.
Yeah, that was the
should
thing
put
for the longest time.
You should put John Madden in here with the next one. He
I
makes
mean-
you into a turducken.
It eats you.
Yeah. He stuffs you into a turkey and a duck.
Oh, man. You know what, though? When I get out that way, you guys make those, right?
Yeah, dude. You'll find all sorts of fools like inventing deep fryers to make a fucking Thanksgiving turkey.
Yeah, I'm with it. I'm with it.
Yeah.
I do want that turducken so bad. I was like, I wanted to try to do that this year, but I was so tired and crap. There was no way I could actually cook anything, so I was like, nah, let me just wait for the...
Yeah, some dudes get into like the whole like want to fry the entire turkey shit, you know, from like front to back.
Oh, man. That's like a tradition for me. I always watch the people do it wrong. You know what I mean?
Great. I think that's what actually has me terrified to even try it. You know, because like people's houses burn down with shit like that. Like,
Well, I
don't know.
I mean, if you take like, okay, like say like you got a full thing of oil going on, and then you're mixing it with water, and they slam that shit together, and I'm like, that's not how it works. A little bit of oil, a little bit of water, it's going to rise, it's going to boil.
Yeah.
They go too far with the shit, and then not only that, they don't do it in like a wide open space. They do it in like the most narrowest spot. I don't know why people always got to cook in the most narrowest area, you know?
Yeah, they do it like outside of their backyard where everything's wood. Oh, there it is.
Oh, yep, called it.
Fucking sick.
Yes. Yeah, they got to do it outside. Like, you got to make sure you got, like, that whole area because you're going to need it. Anything can happen when you're doing, like, broiling like that. So.
It's pretty crazy. Like, someone is inventing new ways to fry a turkey every year. Like, I've seen guys, like, make a turkey fryer out of, like, old refrigerators. Have you seen those videos?
Oh, yeah.
Those are nuts.
I mean, I love that reverse engineering. Isn't that amazing how we can kind of do that stuff for, like, other things, but when it comes to being really important?
Yeah.
You
We
know?
won't make, like, an safe alternative to TikTok, but we'll figure out how to fucking fry a turkey.
Well, we both know the best alternative to TikTok would be YouTube.
OnlyFans.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. I mean, because
For
YouTube
sure,
is
yeah.
trying to be like everything now. Like, they got shorts and all that stuff. Hell, you can even just post like a static post now on there.
Yeah, just the community posts. Like, what the hell is that about?
Yeah, they are trying so hard to be Facebook and everything else. Google doesn't want you to leave. Put it that way.
They don't. They really do not.
Mm-hmm. Even though at the same time, when you got great content like the Fresh and Fit podcast on there, I can only imagine where the problems really come from.
Shouldn't fit.
Bro, that
I
shit
don't
gave
like-
me a headache.
It's so. Did you see the clip of like Waka Flocka was on there and he was like, "Hey, yo, I'm not trying to like kind of hate on your point, but you know, I know for a fact that girl. She told me she was like raped when she was younger, and like, it's probably not good to like just kind of go at her like that." And he was like,
Yeah.
"Oh, was she?" And he's like, "Yeah." And it's like, okay. It's like, damn, dude. I don't know.
I mean, look, I know that there's a lot of publications and outlets that have no ethics, but you would think those of us in the independent game would be a lot more forthcoming about that shit. Otherwise, we're no
Yeah.
different.
Yeah, you'd have to. I mean, some what is that? There's that word, couth. Have some couth about you, like
Yeah.
how you carry yourself with guests, people you're talking to.
Mm-hmm. That's like me doing an interview and not knowing who the hell this person is.
Mm-hmm. But I mean, like they have like 18 women on there at once. You know, all of them half naked because, and then you never even see the guys talking. It's just like a static angle of like chicks. It's like, what the fuck is this? It's like if the Amish people ran like the Playboy channel. That's exactly what like Fresh and Fit would be.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's like no one gets naked. Everyone just gets like belittled.
I mean, pretty much it takes place in Florida, so yeah, that's
Oh,
the
yeah.
element down there and stuff. You know, outside of old people and gators, you know.
Well, that's the thing too. Is like that's where all those like Fresh and Fit, like the whatever podcast people, like the Donovan Sharps of the world,
Mm-hmm.
that like they're all out there
Yeah.
in MAGA country.
Yep. Pretty much you know, Florida's always been a real interesting place. Put it that way.
Like they're gonna sit there and like talk all sorts of crap to those women, but they're not gonna like address the fact that like there was a state of emergency declared in Miami during spring break.
And no, they ain't gonna talk about anything important. It's gonna be the same damn boring, pretentious conversation ever because you know, their audience likes that shit. Like, if you really think about it, let's think about their average audience, for instance.
Yeah.
Let me see.
It's like an infuriated, sex-starved teenage guy.
Mm-hmm. Or somebody
know,
that has
that's-
no idea about, like, how to approach anybody because they ain't got no role model to teach them. And if that's your
Yeah.
role model, you are really at dire straits, because...
I think like the typical Fresh and Fit fan, like they used to be like that fedora wearing internet meme guy, like the Milady, you know, like the old school retro trad guy.
Yeah.
And I think what happened over time is like that it didn't work for them. Like opening doors for chicks didn't like get them laid, so they got mad. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like,
Because that's
they're like,
usually
"What the
how
fuck
it
is
starts.
Yeah. And then the dark descent into madness. You know,
I mean,
shit like that.
if you're always looking for a reason for people to feel sorry for you, chances are you're never going to let that go. I mean, it's just like, that's like me pining for my ex. I mean, why do I need to do that now? She's not coming back. And I mean, at the end of the day, I hope she's doing okay for herself, but wasn't really happy in the relationship and stuff. It was time to move on. Like,
That kind of makes That's because like these fools, when they go on those shows or they're hosting them, they're always using these like old examples they obviously have not gotten over. You know what I mean?
Right.
You're just like, damn, dude, like maybe just go to therapy or something. Like you sound like you're real hung up over this one fact.
I mean, if you don't get help for it soon, it's gonna tear you apart later, and ain't a good look.
No.
I'm not saying you shouldn't have feelings, because that's just not the way being human works, but what the fuck?
Yeah, exactly.
At least I can say, you know, anything I went through, at least I wasn't as crazy as these motherfuckers right here that need a justifiable reason for being a jerk. And,
Yeah, some of them are pretty aggressive with their shit too. Like some of that content makes me wonder, like, how did they get this on here? Like, how does it not get taken down?
because YouTube will only go after things that ain't really worth YouTube's time. You know, kind of like a state employee that gets a job position and they say they're supposed to cover something, but you know they don't want to do any kind of work at all. So it's like that, yeah.
Oh yeah, okay, that makes sense.
You know what I mean? It's like, oh, well, you
Yeah.
know, yeah, I'm responsible for this, but I don't want to do any kind of work at all, and you are making a lot more, you're making me being responsible about this. It's kind of like giving things a hand wave is what I'm trying to say. There's a word for it, but I'm not using it right now.
It's like virtual nepotism.
Yeah, almost. Especially, like, the draws that they bring in. They're like, you know, there is a lot of views that watch that shit. Oh, nice.
What the fuck?
I mean, you were
I've never
dominating the
even
fight.
seen
Did you
that.
do that? Oh, that's awesome.
The starfish is
Yeah.
a weapon.
Yeah, Al.
What
This
the
isn't the Al. This isn't the best game at all. This is
God.
fucking great.
Yeah, how is this not like the best fight?
Oh
Yeah,
man, I want a
okay,
rematch
whatever.
on that. That was fucking great.
Oh my gosh. I did, dude. I just thought it was gonna be like me jumping or something.
I like that shit. That was great.
That was fantastic. That shocked me.
That is
legitimately surprised
that
me.
is everything that Mortal Kombat is supposed to be. I don't care what anybody says.
Just stupid. So
Mm.
dumb. What the fuck? All right.
Oh man, what were we talking about again? Oh yeah, them.
I don't, yeah.
See, that's how important they are. Yeah. So, and then like the girls that are on there, I look at them right, and I'm like this. How young are y'all? Because you must be in high school or in early 20s or some shit. You have no idea what the fuck life is, to be honest with you. And even if you did, why are you listening to these clowns?
That's a fact. Yeah, some of those chicks don't look older than like, or even old enough to drink.
At all. Like, you know, they probably go to like, what did it? That one of them clubs that quote clubs that is where they serve them like spritz or seltzer water and say that this is close to beer. This is
Yes.
practically White Claw.
The Zimas.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Zima Club. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You know what's funny too is like, you know, some of those girls are going on there and like, to be cool at first, they're lying about their body count. You know.
Right.
Oh. Like, so this chick's like 19 and she's like, I slept with 300 people. Like, how do you do anything then?
Sus.
Yeah, exactly. Like, what the hell are you talking about? Oh.
I mean, she sure showed them, whoever they are. I mean, you know, I guess if you use all your fingers in your hand, it might count as many people.
Yeah, like 300 people. When? How? You know what I mean?
I mean, is that when they were giving you crackers and juice during daycare or some shit? Like, what are you talking about?
Yeah, like how much time in the day do you have?
300, huh? And how are you still standing?
Yeah. How do you not have like every UTI known to man?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. That shit's crazy to me.
Yeah, it's all cap at that point.
Mm-hmm. I mean, like, I know we trying to look good for the fans, but you're doing that very terribly. And then that one jerk on there, he gotta stop. Stop pulling numbers out of a hat. Stop acting like you know everything about this. You have no idea. Stop doing it.
Also, too, if I'm not mistaken, I think isn't one of those guys like an ex-federal, like, employee? Like,
If it's who I'm thinking of, man, He wasn't good at his job at all because he does not know a damn thing about facts and figures.
Yeah, it's like, what the hell?
You should have an idea of whatever area you're surveying and like whatever the denomination is. And it's not that all women are like, they had some girl on there saying that I think all women like to be cheated on. It's like, no, not really.
Yeah.
Not really.
Yeah, that sounds like a made up fact.
Oh, it
You know?
totally is. And then she tries to get away with it because, like, you ever realize some of the people that try to embarrass somebody and then act like, oh, I might have won, and it's like this. You didn't win. That person's thinking of a retort to tell you, and then drops you with a fact, and then all of a sudden, you're being too hard on her. I am?
Yeah, they'll pull out like weird things like, I heard a fact that like 70% of women give head on the first date. It's like, well, how do you even fucking know that? Like, why would you? Did you look that up? Like, did you Google that?
Why would you run with that too? Like, if anything,
Like, yeah, you start a conversation like that. Like, whoa, dude, easy.
I mean,
Easy
it's
there.
amazing why she didn't pick you. I mean, what with logic like that? It's just, I mean, wow.
Imagine that's your homeboy and you guys go to the bar and he's like, first thing he says after the first drink is like, that 70% of women give like head on the first date. And you're just thinking they're like, what? Talk to me about something else. Leave me alone.
If we were friends in the beginning, we ain't gonna be friends at that point in the night.
We're not friends at the end of that day.
Gonna go find the bus and take him home at that point. I came by myself. I'm leaving by myself. Simple as that.
Yeah. I came into this world alone. I'm leaving this bar alone.
Okay, I wasn't gonna edgelord it up, but that is a pretty good point.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Oh man, you are really giving me a run for my money, but that's good though, because that means I can go ahead and play this game a lot longer. A lot of people that I used to play with stopped playing this on the PlayStation when Call of Duty came out. So, I kind of had no reason to fight. But now I do.
That kind of makes sense.
Yeah. Which, by the way, is Sony really worried about that, or is this just gaming journalism just fucking around again? Because they keep saying...
It's not like they're gonna make Call of Duty like they're gonna take it away from PlayStation. That would be the fucking dumbest thing of all time.
Right. Because, I mean, like, they're really beating that damn story down. I'm like, look, we get it. They bought Activision. Whatever. The point is that, like, it's not going to hold them back. I mean, you know how much you got to buy out their contract and shit. That's just basic business right there. They got to give them money.
Yeah, it's like, okay, they bought Minecraft, and Minecraft is on everything.
Right.
What makes it any different? Like, if it was already existing on all these platforms, just leave it alone.
Right. Like, remember, like, we were talking about facts and all that kind of stuff? And see, like, the thing is, we'll go about that because we actually factually talk about our stuff, whereas other people, they just get on the mic, say some bullshit that don't make no sense, and then run with it. And it's like, that's not the way it works. Just like any of that MCU bullshit. Oh, Brie Larson wants to stay away from the franchise. I'm like, what are you talking about? She only had, like...
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, she only had, like, what, one movie and, like, 4 different appearances.
It's like, like,
she's staying away from.
Yeah, no one even liked her anyways. Like, what is everyone so upset about now that she's, like, potentially officially out?
I mean, so...
What the hell?
And then they act like it's a damn club or something like that. It's a franchise. It's a franchise that has overstayed its welcome. And if at best, a lot of us are bored and tired of it because when you put all your eggs in one basket, that's what you go and get. I say that there should be a variety of different things in addition to, like, Western movies and all that stuff. This stuff isn't dead. It just needs, stuff to support and back it and those that are willing to go for it. Rust could have been a good example of that.
That's the thing too, is like with the... It's like the thing with like the Shazam shit, like, yeah, he's not fantastic, right? But no shit. Right. But at the same time, people are like, it's cool to take a break,
Yeah.
Like, I went to go see John Wick, and that was a nice refresher.
Yeah, it felt good, right?
There wasn't a single person in a cape, you know what I mean? Like,
right.
It was cool. It was very adult.
and nobody's trying to save the world or anything. It's just like, you know,
It's a condensed little story about a guy doing his thing, you know?
hey. And I mean, like I said it before on a few of my episodes, and I even said it on Soda. It's like, you know, we kind of need to leave this stuff alone for a little bit, and that's about all it is to it. Like, you know, just go ahead and bring back certain genres and stuff like that.
Yeah. It's fine. It'll be all right.
Mm-hmm. I mean,
And if it's run its course, I mean, give it, what, 2 years and they'll figure out something to do with it.
oh man,
I
I
mean,
jumped right
the
into
whole-
that one.
I thought I was gonna whiff it. I figured, fuck it, I thought you were jumping.
Doesn't matter to me. I see more gameplay from this anyway. So.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I have to get Al on here.
Oh, definitely. He's missing out talking that bullshit. I was like, come on, man.
I'm telling you, man. I mean, I wouldn't call this game underrated. It was a huge hit.
Oh
Like,
yeah.
It's ob-
This was fucking awesome. I gotta get back
This
into
is
practicing
fun.
now. I gotta get back.
Yeah,
into practicing.
I haven't touched this game in, I don't even know how long. Oh man. Let's see here.
I used to have a pretty good
It's like-
squad there with Kung Lao, Scorpion, Spawn, and then not to mention like Liu Kang. I used to have a good core there.
Yeah. Dude, this character list is nuts.
Yes.
It's like fucking stupid. Sure. Book it. Yeah, whatever. War camp.
It is what it is, man. I'm just psyched that we're actually playing this thing right now. So, and everything's working, and like the Discord is fine. That's what's necessary.
Yeah, this will have to be the way from now on when we do these gaming sessions.
You know it. I can clearly say that the power play is back. However, I am gonna have
Hell
to
yeah.
work on that black screen jumping in and out. That's about the only thing. But yeah, it's gonna be.
What is causing that? Is it just like, is that like a streaming thing or?
I think it's an Elgato thing, but I'm gonna take care of business on that as soon as I can.
I forgot what this fool does.
It'll come back to you. Just like
Yeah, I'm like, okay, that doesn't do nothing. All right. Oh, that didn't do nothing. Oh, whoa.
Whoa.
Oh,
Starting to get my stuff back.
yeah. I'm like, what does this fool do? Okay, there we go. Take that. Oh, like I just threw that man.
He'll be alright. He's insured. Oh man, like oh, by the way, that new Evil Dead, is that part of like the new series they're trying to do, or like? I've been meaning to
It's
ask you
funny,
about that.
yeah. I just read an article on that. It's an actual sequel to the Reset, that one that Fede Alvarez guy directed.
Oh yeah.
And supposedly it's pretty damn good from these early reviews too. So
Nice.
I'm excited, man. Like
That looked pretty. I was like, yo, I think we gonna
yeah,
go see
that shit
this.
looks pretty. Even in the theater before John Wick, people were like, "Oh, what the fuck is this?" It was pretty intense. Like, damn.
Very twisted too. I was like, yeah, okay. See, that's what I'm talking
Yeah,
about.
kind of like like disturbingly funny. You know, like weird, just macabre shit.
Yeah. See, that's what I'm talking about. Like, we need to bring that back. Well, of course, horror's been okay. It's
Yeah.
it's all the other stuff. Like John Wick does keep action alive. So what else could it be? Well, I'm trying to think now. See, I'm thinking too much. That's why I'm not kicking no ass tonight.
Yeah, 'cause I'm like thinking of stuff, and I'm like, I'm trying to remember button presses and shit too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think even I think that's really it. And then yeah, it's kind of crazy that like Shazam and Ant-Man came out and just kind of like were whatever for people.
Well,
You know?
I can't really throw too many stones at Ant-Man because you got Ant-Man taking on Kang the Conqueror and the Quantum Realm. You mean after all the many
Seems kinda
times that
lazy.
he's went subatomic, that he went and Kang didn't know he was there apparently? I mean, come on.
Yeah, that seems a little funny.
You know? And then, like, not to mention, well, then again, does the quantum realm and all the many realms that Doctor Strange go through, are they similar, or are they, like, different kind of things?
See, I don't know, because they started to design all those, like, Elseworld things a lot alike.
Yeah.
You know, they all look like those like real trippy, like Inception style things, and I don't know anymore. You know?
Yeah, I just wanted to figure that out, because I was like, because if that's the case, then wouldn't have Doctor Strange seen him too and knew like something about him? It's little things like that.
He should have. In my mind, I thought he should have, or they. I would have imagined that where Doctor Strange 2 left off, Doctor Strange would have been heavily involved with all the sequels going out beyond that, right? Like,
Right.
especially because he found himself like almost outside of realities at this point. So I don't.
Threw the guy too.
I just would have. Yeah, I just would have imagined that like Doctor Strange would have ended up being like, in a way, like a Professor X that lives in the multiverse, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like a Obi-Wan. There we go. That's what
Yeah.
I'm trying to say. Like an Obi-Wan type character. But, you know, fuck me for trying to think of good reasons to keep Doctor Strange around, you know?
Well, yeah, I mean, the guy was underpowered in his own movie. I'm like,
Yeah.
this is how you know that they take dire straits with these characters, because there is no way that Doctor Strange could be dominated by Wanda like that. You know what I mean?
No.
Especially
Or surprised
yeah,
by all the revelations in that second movie.
right. Now, you know, like, I know she had the dark home and stuff, and when Wanda really goes unchecked, you know, she's very dangerous. I'm not going to say she isn't. I'm just saying they could have equally matched each other every time.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Now, a lot of people will probably sit there and say, like, oh, no, she's got to be omnipresent because she's female. And for every nickel I hear about that, that's just a stupid argument. But what I'm saying is, in terms of characterization, you're limiting one to go ahead and build up the other, and it's just not going to work to compensate for a weak plot.
True.
So, you know, it's little things like that.
Yeah. Doctor Strange, man. That was a weird experience watching that. Me, you, and Moose talked about that on Soda too. Like, what
Sure
a
did.
weird, like, what a weird experience. Like, I love this director. I like
Right.
this character.
Right.
Why doesn't this work for me? Like, I was really bothered. Like,
It gotta
What's
have been that
happening?
Victoria Alonso woman fucking that. I gotta say, that must have been it. Or somebody up in the hierarchy of, hey, let's look at these scripts to work with. Yeah, use this one.
yeah, something funny happened. I don't know what, but something funny happened.
Yeah,
That's
that was
for sure.
just that was just ridiculous, because I had so much hype for that, because, you know, now that you got no Cap and no Iron Man, you know, I'm kind of like, all right, I got Doctor Strange, so I can go ahead and rock with that, because the whole Spider-Man thing depends on the whole Sony agreement, so that's what that is. I'm just wondering what's in house right now, and there's no Fantastic Four yet.
See, that's okay. So they introduced Reed Richards, right?
Right.
Why is there not a Fantastic Four movie now?
It's announced,
Like-
but the thing is that he's not staying, so that's a sad part too.
That was like a little favor for a friend, probably.
No.
Yeah.
And even then, they already had a pretty good story set up for that sequel when it was Baron Mordo running around taking all of the other wizards' powers and stuff. Like, what happened with that?
Yeah, exactly.
But, you know,
About to find
as, well, yeah, hopefully. But as we're saying that, you know, as we are saying that, there's going to be somebody out there saying this. Well, what about the giant celestial in the Eternals? It's like, fuck Eternals. I don't give a shit about that.
who
But that
cares?
that counts too.
Yeah.
But it's like, yeah, fuck that.
The real answer is who fucking cares?
Which, by the way, I think, isn't it something how directors are going too far to protect their movies again, and say that it's the audiences that are wrong?
Yeah. I like how homie who directed Shazam 2 is just kind of saying the obvious things. You know, where he's like, we were supposed to come out after The Flash, and I guess we weren't now, and now all the costumes are different. So, Fuck if I know.
Well,
Like I like that.
yeah.
I like the honesty. That's great.
Yeah, that's fine. But like the whole thing with everybody, like including Zachary Levy, talking about Levi. I mean, is talking about like, is it Levy or is it Levi? But who cares? I'm trying to make a
I
point
don't
right
know.
now and play Mortal Kombat. Shit. What more do you want?
Yeah. Yeah. I got enough on my plate.
You know,
Yeah.
this isn't like Street Fighter where it's like you know I'm in symbiosis with this. This is something I'm gonna have to get used to again.
We're adjusting. We're both adjusting right now,
Yeah.
for sure.
So, like anything, okay, the whole Black Adam conundrum and shit going on. It's like, yeah, that movie wasn't good either.
Yeah. Black Adam sucked.
Yeah, you know,
Real bad. Oh.
nice.
Yeah. Black Adam was pretty shit.
Yeah,
You know?
just to name
Yeah,
a few on
like-
that.
Black Adam was absolutely fucking terrible.
Friendship.
Hell yeah. Man, dude. What a fucking bizarre ass game.
You know? I'll take it. That was beautiful.
Oh yeah.
Mm-mm-mm. But yeah, like they were saying like allegedly The Rock blocked any sort of crossover or something with that. And I'm like, how could he? Because I mean, I know he's influential, but if you know the nature of the character you're gonna play as, that's kind of part of the deal.
But isn't The Rock the reason why like the Fast and Furious franchise almost fell apart and like why Tyrese had a mental breakdown and shit like that? And then The Rock was like, I don't know why he's going crazy. Like he played him off like he was just like losing his mind or whatever.
Oh yeah, he's protecting his image.
Oh hell yeah.
I mean,
100%.
the whole thing about Hobbs and Shaw, for instance. I mean, what do you expect? Like when people say this stuff, we're in like the damn 9th or 10th episode of this whole franchise. So come on, think about it.
Yeah, that's a little. Yeah, the Hobbs and Shaw thing too. Like, wasn't the whole? They're like completely different sized guys, but the fight evens out like 50-50.
And even then, Idris Elba comes back and kicks both of their asses. So it's like, come on.
Right. Yeah.
Oh man. Which, by the way, it was like that movie was made to be what it is. I can't knock any of those movies. They were loud, they were expensive, they were dumb. And the beautiful
We're
part
just
about
stupid.
it, you know,
Yeah.
and that's what it was meant to be. But people nowadays, they talk about, I want some realism in my stuff. It's like, shut up.
Like, no, you don't. You know you don't.
You're only hurting yourself at this point, Chief. So stop lying.
Yeah. Realism.
Mm-hmm. Or like how people are sitting there mad about it. I'm still trying to figure out why people hate Chris Pratt. I'm like, yo, like, what'd he do? What'd he do to you?
Yeah, I don't understand what is it because he's Mario or he doesn't want to do no more Guardians of the Galaxy movies or what is it?
Well,
Like,
I guess it's that part of it, but allegedly he's like homophobic or against trans people or something, which, by the way, I wonder how many people are actually going to stand by this latest person who committed this act in in Tennessee not too long ago, because
yeah, don't talk about that, baby.
you know, that person is
Yeah,
actually
yeah.
trans, and they're over here with Jonathan Majors. Are they going to give him up as quick as the black community does on Jonathan Majors because of his issue right now? That's the
'Cause
thing.
they found bruises on that lady, dude. On Jonathan Majors' lady. Yeah, she was fucked up when they found her.
Well, you know what's funny? They said that she recanted her statement, so I'm wondering how much money went down. Come on,
Yeah,
y'all.
People were like, what could have made him go crazy? I'm like, probably all the fucking steroids he was on to get buff in like 3 months for a boxing movie that's fake.
Yeah.
Like, what do you think? What do you think made him nuts? Are you crazy?
I mean, it's not to say that. It's like, there's so many people involved in the shit, and I'm always like this. What's going to happen if it comes back that he's innocent, or if it comes back that, like, all this stuff is wrong? He's still going to have a tarnished brand because people are willing to give him up like that. They didn't want to see this man win out strong and stuff.
And if he fucked it up for himself, then he fucked it up for himself.
Right.
Like, that's like he's no longer Kang. You know what I mean? Like, guess who's not Kang no more?
Yeah, but
Him.
at the end of the day, he was still playing Kang in characters. Kang beat the shit out of Ant-Man, my dude. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So it's like, it's yeah, that translate that yeah, that whole thing was kind of nutty. Of
Wasn't
course,
it
it's not
though?
all over the news because it's not some MAGA wielding asshole, you
Hey
know.
man, look, it's funny though, because if it was like that, I wonder how they would report it. I wonder how they would really go into it. Will they talk about what
Yeah.
happened, or will they try to romanticize the villain and try to make it seem like he was
Real question
abused and
is,
tortured?
what do they identify her as? A
That's
man
another one too.
or just the shooter?
It's that one. It's that one. They're gonna use that one.
Yeah,
all the time.
yeah, that's the sad part. It's that
Yeah.
one. For sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
What?
what's fucked up.
One day we need to make like a board of like how like all that stuff goes down and start writing on it and stuff. Be like, yep, this one.
Yeah, like how do you address the victimizer? Like, what do you call them exactly?
Yeah, because at the end of the day, it's placeholder talk.
Yeah, it 100%.
Like when they go ahead and
Yeah,
they
it's-
do their quote deep dive and research on this shit, it ain't. All the more
Apparently,
important stuff
like-
is just thrown out.
Am I wrong in saying this? But she went to that school, right? At one point, a long time ago.
Yep.
That was like the big kind of surprise to everybody. Was that like she was super familiar with that school?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And even then, it's like, I think me and a coworker at my day job was talking about this. These things are so common now. Everybody is so desensitized. It's more or less like a rite of passage now, you know. And that's the sad part of looking at it.
Yeah.
Like one way or another, in a metropolitan area, huh?
Because there was another club that was, you know, it's funny because one thing that didn't get talked about in the news is like there was somebody who tried to come in and shoot up like a strip club, and one of the guys there stopped the gunman,
Mm-hmm.
and that really didn't make it in the news. And then there was that nightclub shooting where the shooter also identified as a trans person, and that didn't make it into the news either. So,
Evidently not.
you know,
Any of our
It's a
real
pretty sick
news
thrill.
will. Any of our real news will never come to us, and even then it'll come late, or you gotta wait for like Tim Pool to do a report on it or some shit.
Simple. Yeah. You gotta fucking Steven Crowder.
Right.
You know, that's the saddest part. Is like that's the person you're gonna get the facts from is fucking Steven Crowder, the guy who was like, Abe Lincoln wasn't gay, changed my mind or whatever. You know, like
Things
fucking
like
guy.
that.
It's just like, why is that guy giving me the information now? That's not good.
I gotta dig through his I gotta dig through his shit just to get an understanding of the world.
Yeah, like now you got me watching Steven Crowder, like, because he was right or some shit about like this thing.
Well, you
Ooh,
know,
Spawn
usually,
fucking-
you know how that usually goes. A broken clock is usually right, what, twice a day? So you gotta figure that out.
Oh yeah. Spawn.
I always try to say, hey, whomever is around here, they're about due, right?
Mhm.
So
Yeah, fuck it.
I just, I'm just not surprised at that moment, man.
No. No. It's so crazy. Like, do you know what's nuts is all I thought about when I heard that news was like, first off, super sad loss of life with those children involved. And then second was like, Donald Trump is gonna go nuts with this fucking information.
Yes, he is.
You know what I mean? Like, here we go. Here we fucking go, man.
Well, also, there's that issue, too. It's like, look, we know that he did this. You know that he did this. Are you really going to follow up on it, or are you going to hand wave it like John DuPont back in the day? Is that what you're going to do?
Yeah. That's my thing, man, is like, you know, and then they were just, I was like trying to read up on what the case was, and I'm thinking, like, is this still about that fucking NDA money that they're talking about?
Oh,
Like,
man.
it's so
yes.
it's so unclear about what they're actually doing, which is what frustrates most people. Like, I was telling somebody too, like, dude, it's not like, you know how many politicians have gotten fucking hookers?
Mm-hmm.
It's fucking stupid. You know what I mean? Like, it's not rare,
Right.
right? But like, What are they mad about? That she signed an NDA? Are they still mad about that part, or
I
like what
mean,
part is this thing about?
look, if it's anything dealing with Stormy, didn't Stormy get like another check or something, and she became very quiet in the end? Like,
I'm saying, yeah, and she took it willfully too,
yeah, she did.
and then tried to sue about it. Like I
Hmm.
took money, I'm suing. Like, well, then you shouldn't have taken the money, stupid.
Yeah, you know,
Like,
like,
what the hell are you talking about?
yeah, I just that whole thing is just one mixed bag to me. But I think this is more or less about all those MLMs he had that didn't work out and stuff starting to come back to him. Either way, the
Yeah.
man's got a pretty long rap sheet, but it's like this. You guys got it to this point, America. You let him get away with all this shit, and then at the end of the day, what do you expect was going to happen?
Yeah. Yeah, it's kind of like at this point, man. Is it worth still bringing him back into the news and treating him like fucking Candyman? You're gonna turn him into like an urban legend at this point,
I mean,
like a folky hero. You know what I mean? Like, maybe just let him go and forget about it.
I mean, if not already, I mean, I just look at it and I'm like, okay, are you going to do good about this? Just like all those quote impeachments he had, you know?
Yeah, exactly. That's what burns people out. Is like this supposed we're gonna finally do something about this. Like, dog, the Ukraine might lose and we're broke. Like, do I give a fuck about Donald Trump right now?
Man, I ain't gave a damn about him since he was in office, to be honest with you.
That's what I'm saying. Is like, damn, can we just? Oh, jeez, can we just fucking move? Like, damn.
Oh, man, I don't care if I got like a little L streak going on right now. I'm loving every bit of this.
These matches are fun as shit. I can't lie. I know it's not like top tier, super cool because we're both rusty gameplay, but damn.
Right.
I think if we
I'm
were
just
like,
like, yo, if we kept going through this when we kept doing all them Street Fighter matches, oh man, this would be like really insane.
oh yeah,
Oh, which by the way, I found those episodes and they're all on YouTube right now. So any episodes that were streamed on here, they'll end up going to YouTube soon enough. Yep, the distribution train is back, baby.
they said that YouTube now has like an actual podcast playlist, right?
They certainly do. You got to turn your playlists into podcasts and stuff, like when you upload the
Hell yeah.
episodes and everything.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Or throw your RSS feed in there, and it should do it automatically. So it's pretty
Oh,
interesting.
sick.
Yeah, I'm not doing my RSS feed though, because man, I spent like 3 damn weeks putting that whole shit out there. I'm like, I'm not doing that.
You know, and I also don't want YouTube to get mad at something that we say, and then like the RSS feed is flagged.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
please, like, hell no, fuck you. Yeah, right.
Oh man, if they ever pull some shit like that, and I'm like, I'm taking everybody to council. Then you know, all the motherfuckers that got by dirt free for all their shit, I'm putting them up there.
Yeah, if Fresh and Fit can talk shit to like a rape victim, and I
Right.
just have like a political opinion, I think my episode should be left alone.
I mean,
You know what I mean?
You know,
Like-
yeah.
Yeah.
But people get on my nerves with that shit too. It's like you're probably not saying anything more than just giving a whole different perspective. It's not hate speech and stuff. Now the funny part about it is like people always point out the First Amendment, but it's like this: not free from consequences. And not only that, we didn't say anything that isn't outlandish. Shit's tame compared to that motherfucker over there.
That's what I'm saying. Is like there's some shit on YouTube that like makes me go, wow, they put this up.
And it stays up, monetized.
Yeah. Mr. Beast, all that shit.
Yeah.
I cured AIDS or whatever he did last time.
Yeah, he was.
Didn't he like cure the blind? Fucking Mr. Beast, what an asshole.
Yeah, he would. I don't get it, man. I really don't get it with that guy. His burgers
No.
fucking suck, by the way. I remember like
That's
getting
what
one
I
of
kept
them.
hearing,
I was like,
yeah.
Oh, this is terrible. Like, do you season your food, white man? Apparently not.
Hell no. You for sure know this white fool, because like Mr. Beast is white.
Oh
You
yeah,
know?
definitely.
He's the kind of white guy that like unironically says, "Oh, super," when like something really cool happened or like he's excited.
Mm-hmm. Or give you a gold star if you follow his Patreon or some shit.
Right. Yeah, it's just like, damn, man. Mr. Beast. Something is like we're gonna find out something about Mr. Beast one day that is like Jimmy Savile levels of crazy.
Oh man, it'll be on Earth at some point because like
Yeah.
it's always a trend. If it's somebody at the top of the level, they all got some dirt and shit like right there at the roots.
Yeah.
And it's gonna fly right out.
100%. Oh yeah.
Just like with Jonathan
It's got to.
Majors, I was sitting right there thinking this. I was like, yeah, this sounds about right because the times table of everything.
Like dog, you couldn't just have a good 3 or 4 years, huh? You had one good year and that was it. That's all you wanted.
See, a lot of people try to use that Dark Knight quote all the time. I always use the speech that the Green Goblin gave Spider-Man in Spider-Man 1 as a reference. They always looking forward to seeing you fail.
Oh yeah, I thought you say Godspeed, Spider-Man.
Hey, we can go with that too.
That's how fast can you fuck it up? Godspeed.
I mean, well, you know,
Yeah.
that glider was coming out of something awful. I'm just saying.
Oh yeah, that was
Shoot, but yeah, like anytime I see that stuff, I'm always like, it don't take long, but I always say try not to have hero worship, respect people where respect is due, but try not to have no hero worship for any of these people because they're human and they're fucked up, you know.
Yeah.
You just can't sit there because you're gonna get disappointed one way or another. That's why I'm glad I never met Stan Lee or anybody else because, you know, I admire his work and I thank him for all the things that he's done. But, you know, chances are I probably wouldn't like the person in real life. You know.
Yeah. Very rarely do you meet like your hero and you're actually like, wow, he was a really cool person.
Yeah. Or like say like as I'm playing guitar these days and stuff. Like you know, meet up with Prince and stuff like that, and I know
Right,
Prince has
yeah.
got an ego something fierce, so it's like, yeah, I love his music, but I can't
Yeah.
see myself enjoying his company.
Soul's got guns, I got a fan.
Yeah, but you know, I don't know how to get his Auto 9 out all the time. I'm just, especially in Rust mode here. Shoot, much like him and Tin Man, I need oil. Anyway.
Damn. I'm trying to. Okay, so she does what now?
Oh, nice.
Oh shit, that kind of worked.
Yeah, not bad. Whoa.
Damn, he's bleeding fucking motor oil.
I'll say. Well, actually, that did make sense in like RoboCop 2.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah, that does. Well, wow. Yeah. Okay.
I'm having trouble. I like when he says that. Fucking great. And he's like looking at her.
Yep. Oh man. Oh wow.
Damn.
Okay, yeah, shoot her right in the foot, RoboCop. All right.
Yeah.
He only's got.
He's
he
like
only got one-
ricocheting bullets and shit. That's
Yeah.
crazy.
Shoot, I'm looking forward to that new RoboCop game coming out. I'm like, you know, we ain't getting no good movie
Yeah.
any damn time soon, but I'll take this game.
know. It looks pretty good, man.
Yeah.
Even if it is like a walking and shooting simulator, that's all I want.
Shit, that's all it is.
Yeah, that's all he can do. Like he
Really?
can't run or fucking jump or nothing. He's
Hell
a fucking
no.
robot.
Shoot. I mean, unless we count that 2014 movie that nobody liked.
Yeah. It's like, oh man, that movie got like a lot of hate, almost too much hate for, like, because if you think about it compared to modern movies right now, that movie's not that bad.
Not at all, but like by itself though, yeah.
Yeah, in the
it's-
lineage, yeah, exactly. Like if there was never a movie before that, you'd be like, oh, it's not that bad. It's pretty good. I could see this as the start of a franchise or something like that, you know.
Mm,
But yeah, now though, no.
I mean, he reunited with his family. I mean, that's not supposed to happen. As a matter of fact, them two are not even supposed to be in the picture now
Isn't
that
that
he's
sad,
in the
like-
dome.
It's heartwarming, but it's for sure not supposed to happen.
Nah.
Like
I mean-
something about the tragedy kind of gets diluted a little bit, like that.
And they know it's him, and it's like, once again, no, that's not how it works.
Right. Yeah.
Now, I remember like Sci-Fi used to have like this mini series on at one time, and didn't pay attention to any of the other movies. I paid attention to RoboCop 1. And it turned out that one of the executives that is working at OCP in the future actually was RoboCop's son. And it was a deeper, darker story. They should have ran with that.
That's not that bad.
I think it was called Prime Directives or something, but...
Yeah. There was a few spin-off series, I think, right? A few seasons, like different stuff based on certain storylines that were fucking, I don't know.
Yeah. And, much better than any of that high-budgeted stuff. So, like I said, it's just people that care about the character, but they know what to do with what they have, and they realize, hey, we're going to work with this. Because even the first movie, you know, kind of had a mediocre budget.
Oh, yeah. Super independent budget.
Yeah. And they just knew what to work with. And, you know, it's little things like that. It's like when I see people on Kickstarter asking for these astronomically high things, and I'm like, why do you need all that much money?
My Little Pony RPG game.
Oh yeah, for a little extra cocaine, huh? That's what we do.
Yeah. That's really what it's for, yeah.
Yeah, okay, for your habits, I see.
A trip to Bali.
Mm-hmm. Oh, Bali's right there where the 7-Eleven is, huh? Okay.
For my fentanyl hit.
Shoot.
Yeah, fucking...
Nah, they go too far with that stuff, man. I'll be like, yo, like... That's too much damn money. You just looking to go ahead and just sit on the shit, because none of this stuff is going into production, by the way. Like,
no, none of it has ever... I remember that in film school, too. Like, dude, I knew most of these fools were never going to finish these fucking projects.
At all.
You know what I mean?
Like, to this day, I'm still wondering if this one dude in my class actually finished editing this project that he was supposed to work on. Because it was supposed to be like everybody's fault.
Yeah, if you have to wonder, that means he didn't. You know what I mean?
Because I was going to take the role of being the editor, but they were like, hey, Jay, you could be the light guy. And I was like, really? We're in a fucking park.
Oh. The sun.
Yeah.
I am the sun summoner.
Which is okay, but I also got to be script supervisor, too. So, you know, it was all them wild things.
Yo, Jay. I gotta bounce off here. Is that cool?
Yeah, that's fine. Let me go ahead and close out the show then.
Let's do this again, though, this week, dude. This is fucking great.
Oh, yeah, totally, man. Like, that's what it's supposed to be about, you know? But, hey, ladies and gentlemen, me and Marco will catch you guys later. Take care of yourselves, all right?
Later, y'all.
Peace.
J360 Production.